Hello and welcome to Reinfused. Today we are going to open up our CPC Plus 464 Plus. Anyway, yeah, our Amstrad 464 Plus. Now we have one. I was really after a 6128 Plus because obviously it's got a disk drive in, it's got 120k memory. Could never get one for a decent price, but I did manage to get the 464 Plus for a decent price, and you can upgrade them basically to the 6128. Actually, you can't magically make the case the same, but you can get a disk drive if you want to, but more importantly, you can upgrade the memory, which is really the more important thing for now. So yeah, we're going to do that upgrade right now. Just before we start, we'd like to do a quick shout out for the sponsor of this video, and that is PCBWay. We use PCBWay quite a lot. This is one of their shared projects. So somebody else made this. We just got it from their website and got them to make it. It looks amazing, as you can see, especially the lovely CPM there. But they do a lot more than that as well. Obviously, you can get your own PCBs made, but they also do other types of manufacturing, including some sheet metal work, injection molding, and also professional quality 3D printing. It's a great service, and I really do recommend them. Okay, so here we are then with rather yellowed 464 Plus. Apologies, by the way, if you can hear the fan. It's so hot I can't possibly do this without the fan on. So yeah, that may be messing up some of the background noise. Apologies, but yeah, it's so hot in this room, it's unbelievable. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to open this up and do the mod. Now we're only going to, you see all these, there's lots of stuff here, but we're only going to be using a portion of this. So these components, they're all basically the whole thing. So this is also the drive. We want you to activate drives on this as well. We're not going to do that, not in this one anyway. We're going to do the memory. The memory is the most important thing. So we want to take this from 64k to 128. That's the most important thing. So we'll do that one first, and maybe in a later one we'll do the drive update. I've got the C4 CPC cartridge, so yeah, having disk support isn't a huge thing for me. We'll do it eventually. I don't know how we're going to do it, because you do of course need to get a drive in there. I don't really want to remove the tape deck, you know, because it's nice. I don't really want to cut a hole in the back of here for an external one either. Maybe. I don't think how yellow that is. Is it a difference? That's a fairly big difference. So anyway, let's open this up and then we'll install the components needed for memory. It's not that many, so it's not so bad. Anyway, let's get her open. There we are. That's the bare board. We'll be zooming in a bit there. So, if you look at this little map that was printed in one of the magazines of the time. So we're looking for C12 and C13. So there they are, those two there. So that's where our memories be installed. We also need to install capacitors in C12 and C13, and a resistor R55, which goes here. It's just missing there. So that's not so bad. There's only a few components. This shows a few more components, but they're not actually needed. So let's have a look at what we actually need. I got this from the CPC wiki, by the way. And this shows us all the components. These are all the components needed for the full modification, including disk drive, which obviously, again, we're not going to do. So we need C12, C13, so IC12, IC13, well, we know those. Those are memory chips, and they should be here. .41464. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah. See. Oh no. What's the R55, which is a 33 ohm 1/8. Sorry. And 33 ohm 1/8. And oh, there's page 2. Hold on. There we go. And C12 and C13 are 100 nanofarad ceramic capacitors. We have our little box of ceramic capacitors right here, and these should be 104s. Oh, we have 104s. Maybe out of 104s. I know I've got some though, so don't panic. Right, there we go. We do indeed have more. We'll be able to fill up our little box with these. They're a slightly different colour, but that's no problem. There we are. And I think that's all we need. Yeah, that's it. That's all the components. So, should be simple, although we do have to remove the solder from all of these bits, because this was wave soldered, so it literally just coated the whole thing. So let's try. We have to try a couple of different methods here. Well, that was a pain. Yeah, it didn't come out quite as easily as I was hoping it was going to. Very, very old solder in there. In the end, I had to do the old holding the solder on one side and using the solder sucker on the other side, which I don't like doing because it's very easy to slip and scratch the motherboard. Obviously not something you really want to do. So, what is that? Had a lot of mess on this table as well. Right, we'll give the board a bit of a scrub, just to make sure we've got no outstanding solder particles that might bridge. Alright, that's probably alright. So let's see if we've got some chip holders that fit those holes. Hopefully we do. Not those ones. Are they one too big? That's so annoying. Well, we might have to cut one of those up then, if we've got two of them. Okay, so would I rather cut one of these up or use one of the cheap ones? I think I'd rather cut one of these up. So we've got to cut one pin off of these. Not great, it's always best to have the right size, but because you're going to weaken them if you do this. You could do it like that and just cut the pins off, and make sure you leave the bit with the cutout so you can get that right. Oh, is that gonna... Yeah, I think I can still get the capacitor in there. That's fine. Can we do the same with this one? So, not ideal, but not terrible either. So let's solder those in. And of course, the downside of having these rolled ones are the legs don't bend out properly, so you will have to hold them in as you solder, but that's fine. You just need to and then all we have to do is get one of the pins to hold it in place. There we go. Lucky I put that over with my the rest of the memory, otherwise I'd have forgotten about it. And then wonder why it wasn't working. So yeah, there you go. We have the resistor in there. It's slightly brighter than the others. Obviously the colour bands are basically the same though. Alright, now hopefully these chips work. I've got 4 of them, so... No, I haven't. I've got 2 of them. Okay, so if they work, they work. Oh, these have definitely been reused as well. Which is good and bad. Good, that probably means they're not fake. Bad that, yeah. How tested were they? Right, there we go. Those chips are in. Making sure the semicircles are all facing the right way. Now I will... That'll run out of battery power, so... I will put this back together again and then we'll come back to test it. Okay, so we're all plumbed in. I've got the C4 CPC cartridge plugged in as well and a joypad. So the first thing of course is to see whether it powers on. I'm pretty sure it's going to. We haven't done anything bad. Oh. Okay, I may have been a little bit worried with the time it was taking for the screen to come on. That's fine. It's on. Okay, so yep, so far so good. If we go back into F down here, in one of these we've got a diagnostics tool. Oh, there we go. 5 diag. Right, so we need to test the memory. Now, on a standard 464, there are 3 blocks of memory. On a 1 to 8, I think there are 7 or 8. We'll find out. Is that 7? No, it must be 8. It must be 8. I think there's, yeah, 8. 0 to 7, yeah. So it's seen them. That's the first step. Well, second step because it turned on. The second good bit of news is it's seeing that there should be 8 blocks. Why did that jump to 0? Is that normal? I don't know if that's normal or not. Okay, that's normal. But it didn't feel to me like it tested 7 blocks. Oh, okay, no, okay. That's... I've never seen this running on 1 to 8 before. I just know that that should say 7, which means I think 8 blocks. So yeah, okay, so the next step is that these all turn out okay, so there's no errors. Oh, I think that's good. I think that means we're okay. We don't need to test anything else, so how about we try loading something up? I hope the focus is in, by the way. I have to manually focus the camera. 1 to 8K game. Oh, there's 1 to 8K demos. I don't know. I've never tried any of these for obvious reasons. Okay, well, that doesn't feel like that's working. Guess we try another one. That one didn't even load. Okay. Well, it doesn't feel like these are loading. But the thing is, I don't know if these require you to have done all the other modifications as well. I mean, I don't see why they would, because that's just disk drive stuff. We'll try one more. Okay. Doesn't feel like those are working. So I'm going to have to do a bit more investigation. Let's try a normal game, which, yes, let's go to Plus Games. I don't know if any of these do anything specific, if there's a 1 to 8K or not. So we're just going to make sure games load all together, because... well that did, so that's good. This is a pretty impressive game for its time anyway. Kick you in the head. There we go. There's no point trying to hit you with a sword. Or the axe, rather. Kick you in the head. Kick you in the head. Yeah. Oh. There we go. Now this bit is really annoying. Oh, I'm over. One go. Okay. That was one of these again. Yeah, I think I prefer Barbarian 1 to this. I do so. I flip-flop a little bit on there every now and again, but Barbarian 1 at least kind of seemed to have a purpose. Oh. It's a nice looking game, I will say. Oh, damn it, turn round. Yeah, this isn't good. Oh, no, stay up. Oh. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up on that. And there we go. I've had to look now, and I can see a lot of people saying that they can't run those demos as well. They just get a black screen, even though they've done this update. So I don't know what that's about. I will find some more tools to test it, but that diagnostics routine is telling me that there's 7 banks, or 8 banks, not 7 anyway, and it's they will check out. So I'm fairly confident that's working, and the fact that games are working at least means that we haven't done anything to the machine that's bad. I will find more stuff to test it out, but I think that's working. I generally do. Now, one thing to say, I did forget to do one of the resistors. I quickly went back in and put it in there. I fortunately sanity checked myself by reading through the list that I got from CPC Wiki, which you should always do before you turn a machine on, and I realised I hadn't put R28 in there. R28 is a 10K 1/8 watt resistor. I'll do a picture of where it is, because it looks like it's called R23 on my board, but I think that's just because there's a bit of mask missing. But it is definitely R28. I don't know if it would have worked without it. I suspect not. I mean, it's not supposed to, but anyway, I don't know. Anyhow. If you like the video, please hit like. If you really like the video, please hit subscribe. If you didn't like the video, or you have something else to say, then please leave it in the comments below. And you can join our membership thing, or join our Patreon, and you'll get early access to videos, exclusive videos, and exclusive behind the scenes pictures, and things like that. Oh yeah, then the bell icon, which I'm assured is down here. So that's always going to look like a rude gesture, but yeah, the bell icon is there somewhere, and if you make sure that's on, then you'll get told when we release future videos. Right, thanks for watching.
The present is horrible, the future looks bleak. Remember our childhood, to get us through the week. We're getting re-enthused. Back to the past and the things we used. We all know that our pasts were great, escaping the things that today we hate. Getting re-enthused, getting re-enthused, getting re-enthused, getting re-enthused.